Hey guys, this is Smooth from Smooth Coaching, Asia's leading dating company, and we have seen all kinds of tips and tricks of decluttering here online. But what we are going to tackle in this episode is a different kind of decluttering. Okay, this is the kind that will ultimately change your life once you seriously apply it within you. Once you choose to make it your mission, okay, coursing through the waves of life is going to be smooth sailing for you. I don't literally mean everything in your life is going to be easy and smooth, but what I mean is that waves and storms are still going to be in your way, but handling these will be easier because you know what to do, okay? You will know how to control the wheel and how to navigate the machine buttons, okay? So decluttering, it is something that we do when one day we go home into our houses and realize that there's so much unnecessary stuff around our place. You just stare at the tremendous amount of stuff that has piled up right before your eyes. Believe me, it did not pop out of nowhere. You know that it was continuously piling up, but at the same time, you don't know. Okay, weird, right? So where do we start off? Okay, you can start with any part of the house that does not overwhelm you. Okay, start somewhere easy enough for you to finish within the day. Say a counter or a bedside cabinet. Okay, you have to simply get things started. Prepare 3 boxes that you will use to organize your things while cleaning up. Okay, 1 box is designated for the things that you are sure to throw out. Okay, the second is the box for items that you will put out in the right place later on. While the 3rd box is for the stuff that you just can't let go of yet, but you cannot seem to find an exact purpose in your life anymore. The act of decluttering itself is so therapeutic. Okay, it gives you the feeling that slowly putting your life back together. Okay, once you're done decluttering several areas of your home, enjoy the view. Okay, enjoy seeing the nice and neat look of your house. Okay, because believe me, it won't be there for long when you don't change your ways. But anyways, let's get back to the 3 boxes that you use to segregate your things. The box number 1 contains few items, while box number 2 and 3 are all piled up with stuff you can't let go. So what do you do with it? Okay, you proceed to put the stuff on all parts of your home. Okay, you lock them away in different places. Now the house is clean, no more mess around because they are not hidden away somewhere around, but at least you won't see them anymore. Okay, you are now finally at peace with yourself because you were able to put away the things that distract you from your everyday life. Why do people tend to hold on things even when it is no use to us? How come we choose to hoard the stuff and just puts disorder in our life, right? It is because we are loss averse. Okay, this means that we feel the pain losing something twice or more than the joy of gaining something. Okay, it is something natural to us. Okay, this is why we find it so hard to let go. That is why we clear out the mess that we see by hiding it away somewhere dark, somewhere where we don't notice it. Okay, you see, decluttering can be easily compared with letting go. Okay, let me back to the boxes earlier. Okay, yes, you were able to distinguish that, this thing goes to the box where I have to put in its place next time. Okay, so this one goes to, I don't exactly need this, but I have been keeping this for almost freaking 10 years. So, but I just cannot seem to let go of these things. Okay, it has been part of my life. Maybe I'll just put it there or here. All right, so this stays with me. Or we find it hard to point out which one should stay and which one should go. So let me rephrase that. Okay, we find it so easy to identify which items would stay with you, but it is so hard to point out which one you should be letting go. Why? It is because even something that has no particular value in our life, we still cling onto it just because of sentimental value that we attach with it. This is so much the same with letting go of painful and negative memories. Does this pain contribute to our lives? No. Does it help you to grow? No. Does it make you gain something? No. It literally does nothing. But we cannot seem to let go of these memories. Letting go is a natural ability that we can do, but for some reason, we fall to do so. Now, let's discuss the most common misconception that we have with moving on and letting go. We often believe that pretending that something is non-existent will make you go away on its own. This is the most common thing that people do, okay? We simply ignore the painful memories because there are negative emotions attached to it, okay? So once we feel the discomfort of these memories, we run away from it, okay? We lock in the box and set it aside. We ignore it, okay? We ignore it, we don't deal with it because we want the comfort and the illusion of order that we have when we don't see it, okay? Just like the way we hid the items in different places in our home, okay? It creates the illusion that we successfully dealt with the mess. But remember that one day, as you're going on with your life, these things that you kept away is going to show itself to you, okay? One way or another, you are going to see it again. You may be looking for your razor in your medicine cabinet and you stumble upon the stash of keychains that you should have thrown away ages ago. Okay, one day you are going to be faced in a situation where you have to deal with it, whether you like it or not, or you're going to go back to the same situation again and again because you never address that situation properly. Okay, so decluttering and letting go is so much alike that when you do not deal with your mess, it is going to haunt you down one day. Okay, and it's so sad. Okay, you may be asking, why does this happen to you? Like, why do memories flash back to me one day when I ignore it in the past altogether? It is because, or is it because when you choose to forget about it, it is in fact not in your conscious mind. That is why you were able to function well after doing so, because you do not remember these uncomfortable memories. But since you threw it at the back of your mind, it went to your subconscious and it is still there with you in the dark. It is with you in the back of your mind and you cannot seem to remember, but it is there. Your brain is smart enough not to make you remember everything that you know. You actually remember only 10%, while the remaining 90% sleeps in your mind, okay? Say when you are asked, when did you graduate high school? You try to remember, you try to dig your mind, and then poof, it is there, okay? It is there. You find that memory and you were able to recall it. But imagine if you are aware of 100% that is in your brain. You might be so freaking nuts. You must be really genius. Imagine being aware of how fast your heart beats, how many breaths you take every minute, and how many blinks you take per hour. Our brain is really smart, okay? It is smart enough not to make us aware of these things all the time, not unless you consciously choose to be aware of it. We have been mentioning the subconscious mind, but what is it really? How does it work? Basically, the subconscious mind is everything that you are unaware of. Everything that you presently do not need is stored there. What you wore the other day, where you went last holiday, what you did last weekend, the name of your high school teacher, etc. Okay, everything that your brain finds unnecessary to you right now. Okay, whatever your conscious mind finds unimportant to you, even threats, when it recognizes a threat to you, it dumps down to your subconscious, okay, your subconscious mind, okay. For instance, anger, sadness, fear, or anything that is negative and uncomfortable. Basically anything that you do not want to deal with, what you do not want to think about, okay, anything that you don't want to talk about. Okay, so now this supports our argument earlier that just because we don't see it, that doesn't mean it is not there. The problems come in this situation because the more you push aside this to your subconscious, the more it gains power to hurt you one day. It slips down there, feeding into your energy, and when the time comes that it surprises you, and it is more powerful. It can hurt you more than it did before. Say example, your mother left you early in your life, and how you dealt with her death is by ignoring your pain. Okay? Then one day you see something that she used to possess which reminded you of her. You bawled like a child and ranted how unfair it is to be hurting more than you did before when it happened so many years or many years ago. This happens when we choose to disregard our problems and throw it away to the subconscious. Alright, so you were not able to move on from it. You were able to feel the sadness and anger that you were supposed to be feeling at that moment when you needed to. Because of this, you were not able to let go of this emotion. Another thing is about the subconscious mind is that it controls you and it sends a signal to the conscious mind of what you truly believe in. Okay, for instance, if deep down you do not want to move on from your past love, you wouldn't be able to do that even if you go on dates. Okay, you wouldn't be able to move on if you go to party and drink and all that thing every night just to forget everything. Okay, why? Because in your subconscious you are not ready to let go yet. If your subconscious say no, I don't want to, while your conscious mind chooses to do the other thing. Okay, which one do you think will win in this game? Okay, of course, the 90%. Your conscious mind only has the 10% control. Okay, throughout this video, we discovered how hard it is to understand how our mind works. Okay, but we were able to get an idea of how the two work hand in hand. We were able to tackle how we can finally declutter all the mess we dumped down in our subconsciousness. All right, so now we can handle our 3 boxes better. We know what to do with the things that we are supposed to throw away. Okay, we are now aware of the things that we have to deal with. All right, so I hope we all realize how important it is to not run away from the discomfort of moving on and letting go. So we have to let ourselves experience our emotions fully. So the next time we are faced in a negative emotion, we know better now. We won't throw it at the back of our minds, okay? We are going to face it and deal with it properly, because true order is not achieved by locking away our things into the dark. Okay, true order happens only when we deal with things properly. It happens when we place our emotions and memories to the right place. Note that letting go of things allows more space for good things to happen to us. And that is how you declutter your subconscious mind. Alright, so thank you for watching. I hope you learned a thing or two. Thank you for supporting Smooth Coaching. This is Smooth, creating a better you, one step at a time.